Okay, ready? All right. Pause up, everybody, and welcome to Meowy Hour. I'm your host, Arden Moore. One of my feline co-hosts is here right now, Rusty the Performer. And joining me, this show, of course, is presented each and every week by the Cat Fancier Association. And we got to give a shout out to our sponsors in Clover, the makers of great dog and cat supplements. Please also give pause and applause to my co-pilots, all breed CFA cat judge Kathy Black, there with the cool dog Destiny. Hey, Destiny. Kate Rusty says, what's happening? I weigh more than you do. And also all breed CFA judge and editor of Cat Talk with a cool Russian blue, Phoebe. We're talking about the one, the only Teresa Keiger. Hey, Teresa.
Hey,
where's Phoebe?
She's over here beside Alfie, just kind of chilling. She'll be here. We know that.
Guys, we're really excited. We got a triple threat, a triple treat here on the show. We have two very talented, I would say we could be producers, right? Bloggers, comedians, and lovers of all cats. We have Elena Greylack, woo! And Kris Flanagan.
Hey everybody, how are you?
And with apologies to all you Purrminator fans, my best impression, we have that cool cat next to Alana. We're talking the Purrminator. Hey, sweetheart, how's it going? So welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
I'm digging the shades on Purrminator. Tell me about this.
Well,
and the whole outfit. I mean, my cats have left the screen. They're so embarrassed. They're jealous.
That's her fancy little pleather jacket. It's got a little skull on the back, and the glasses, because it's got to hide the laser eyes.
I know. And we're hoping, guys, to show a couple of short videos because they're from thecatinthefridge.com. You got to check it out. But we're going to go more into depth with what they're all about. But any of you guys from the Cat Writers Association, you know Alana, I'm going to call Banana Alana the rest of the show because that's how her name rhymes. And yeah. Greylack, because she lacks gray hair. I'm jealous.
No, they're in there, I swear.
Okay, and Kris, your name is easy, Kris Flanagan. Now, you guys are both coming from Chicago right now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That is correct, yeah.
I'm from the Chicagoland area, the region. So what part of the city are you guys in?
I'm in the Ukrainian Village, which is where I grew up.
Oh, cool. How about you, Kris?
I'm in either Wicker Park or Bucktown. I don't know.
Okay.
Like I was told the new apartment's in Bucktown, but my buddy's dad, who grew up in Bucktown, disagrees with the current boundaries that exist. Says that originally they were somewhere else. So I don't know.
The biggest question: are you Cubs or White Sox fans?
Neither.
I'm originally from Houston, which makes me an Astros fan, which is currently not a very popular team. So
no, not in Chicago. No. All right. Another question: do you say soda or pop?
Soda.
In Texas we call everything Coke. It's like, what kind of Coke you want? A Sprite? That's just, yeah. I don't know. We got it wrong, I think.
All right. Well, growing up in the Midwest, we called it pop. And we made all English teachers shudder because we would say, where is it at?
I do that. Yeah.
So I don't do that anymore. I say soda now. I live in Dallas. So I'm still a fan of the Bears. But go Houston, any team against Dallas. Sorry.
Hey, all right. We got something in common. That's good.
All right. This is kind of weird, but I was doing a little snooping around, guys, and we live in crazy times. So the thing I wanted to introduce to you guys before we kick into the main part of the show is this. Do you know there are actually horoscopes for cats?
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like, how did you study this? And did the cats give a pause up approval or not? So what I did was I asked all of our guests when their cats were approximately born, so we could tell what their horoscope is. So I'm going to quickly go through it, and you got to tell me yes or no. Does this apply to your cat? So we'll do proper manners first. Alana, for Purrminator, you said that you guessed her that based on the birth date that Purrminator would be a Taurus.
Correct.
Okay, you guys, you want to hear what it says?
I do.
Okay. You know your cat is a Taurus if their favorite sound is when you shake the food bag.
Accurate. I mean, yeah.
As an earth sign, your Taurus cat can be rather stubborn.
Yes, I would agree with that.
So he's right there. He's like, really? Okay. They like their routine, and they will be upset with you if you do not change the litter box regularly.
I mean, that seems like a thing that all cats might.
Well, I didn't write the horoscope. Okay, good. But I love this part.
Wow, they know. It's like they know the Purrminator.
Yeah. All right. They will be nothing but loyal to you.
100% accurate. This cat is my cat, and no one else is.
All right. So we got that down. You have Declan, Kris. Is Declan anywhere around we can show?
Yeah, I can actually. He's laying on the dining room table because that's appropriate manners.
Mansplain, probably. Okay. All right. Here comes a cute tuxedo boy. How old is Declan?
Declan will be 8 this August.
Okay. So according to your best guess, he's a Leo. Okay.
Yeah.
So larger than life, expressive, and a bit dramatic at times.
Yeah, larger than life. I'd say that's about accurate. And yes, very, very vocal.
Okay, Leos are very extroverted and literally step on you and any other house guest's toes, reminding you of their regal presence.
100%. I mean, he's a cuddle monster and a bit of an attention grabber. So yeah, that falls right in line.
And they said that Leo kitties are great at making you crack up because when you see them trying to box their reflection in the mirror or hunting dust bunnies.
I don't have any mirrors for like at his level, so he doesn't have the opportunity. So I'm not saying that he doesn't or wouldn't. But then, yeah, he's been an indoor cat most of his life, and whenever we let him outside, his somewhat stunted hunting abilities, I should say.
Well, dust bunnies might be easy, right? That's easy prey. Okay, next up we have Teresa, and her cat is Phoebe, and Phoebe is a Scorpio and a Russian blue. So here they go. Scorpio, period, cats, period, are, period, and tense, period. That's how they start the horoscope.
Oh, yeah. That's what it means.
All right. They're fiercely loyal, and they thrive on deep, meaningful, forever types of relationships. Look at that hug fest going on between the two of them.
I don't call her my little codependent kitty for nothing.
Oh.
All right. They can be a bit vengeful.
No.
And may tear up your favorite sweater if you're out too long.
No.
All right. Their deep desire for intimacy, I keep wanting to say get a room, but their deep desire for intimacy and love make them incredible companions.
Yeah.
Look at the paws on the shoulders.
She's a shoulder kitty.
That's love. So that's yours. Now, Miss Kathy, can you pick one of the three? Because we do have the rest of the show. Which one do you want me to tell?
I'm real curious what you're going to say about Maggie. Because Maggie's got an interesting personality.
Maggie was born in September and is a Virgo cat. So a Virgo cat never skips a day of grooming. What kind of cat is Maggie?
She's a chartreuse.
Oh, okay, cool. They always keep every grain of sand in the litter box. They're perfectionists.
Yes.
They're not big fans of laziness. They're excellent mousers. I hope you don't have any mice running around your house.
Well,
Kathy.
I've had them at times, and their whole breed is excellent at catching them.
Yeah.
Not anymore, you don't.
All
But
right.
not anymore, right?
They can sometimes be a little uptight and judgmental, like when you forget to change the litter box.
She doesn't like change. So,
Okay.
the litter box is always clean. So I guess if I didn't clean it, she would be unhappy. Yeah.
Look at the Purrminator. He's like, when am I coming up? When am I coming up? Okay, for my two cats, we've got Casey, who's born on appropriately April Fool's Day. Casey's an Aries. So any of you guys that have Aries cats out there, they're brave, adventurous. They don't let obstacles get in their way. Even the catnip you thought you hid in the kitchen cabinet, they will find it. They're impulsive and may joyfully rip up your favorite pair of slippers. Casey likes to chew wires. So my phone and other things, all the wires I have to keep in my cabinet when I'm not in my backyard office, because Casey will, you pick up a phone, one of those things, and there's nothing. It's like there. That's Casey. Let's see. They love exploring and watching. They love to romp. They're smart and playful, and they like being the center of attention. Well, he is a safety cat. He is a therapy cat, and he's been to 13 states by car and plane. You should see him in a pet stroller at the airport.
I have a picture of me kissing Casey in his stroller.
Yeah. So he wears a cowboy hat and he's greeting everybody. So he is the center of attention. All right. The last one we will finish with is Rusty, the performer, and his birthday is June 4th. So that makes him, let's see, where are you? He's a Gemini. Oh, is that right? Yeah. And this would also apply to Lola, Kathy, your other kitty. So Gemini cats are chatty and charming. Rusty goes crazy when there's food. He goes, no, 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 no. And you're like, no, 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 no. They tend to flit about because they're an air sign. They win the affection of whoever's leg they rub against. True. Today, Julie was in the house trying to do a 10-minute sprint around the house. Don't ask me why. And Rusty followed her from room to room, running with her. And it was hilarious. I wish I had that on camera. They can be joyful and manic. Is Lola manic?
No.
Okay. They're sometimes a hard to handle personality, but their magnetism make them so easy to adore. So what do you guys think of cat horoscopes? Do you think I should not quit my day job?
Well, now that you mention it, Lola is manic when there's strangers in the house because she runs and hides and won't let anybody see her. So she's manic in that regard.
Okay, all right. This is some of the crazy stuff we do on the show. All right, so you guys strap yourself in.
You want to see the picture of kissing Casey? I found it.
Oh.
Casey says, "Oh my God." Thank you. Yeah, he was emceeing the Cat Writers Association Awards with me. He wore a tux, he wore a bow tie, and everybody that won an award at the Cat Writers Association, for the women, he did a nose kiss.
Mm-hmm.
For the dudes, he did a high paw.
Yep.
So
He's such a good kitty.
he's better behaved than I am. Before we get into our trivia and who the trivia winners are, Kathy, we got some big deal happening with the Cat Fancier Association tomorrow, and there's still time to participate, right?
Yes, there is a program that is Bottle Feeding Kittens 101. It's a workshop webinar. It's tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The host is Susan Spalding, and she is the AKA Kitten Mom, Director of Neonatal Programs. So everybody check this out. It's still time to register for it. It's a Bottle Feeding Kittens 101. It's going to be a really fun workshop.
I look forward to when Susan's not busy. I want to get her on our show because she does amazing things to promote kitties.
You can find this on the CFA Facebook page. You can sign up from there.
All right. Thanks, Kathy. Now, last week, my trivia question was, what was the name of the Persian cat who in 1978 took 12 months to travel 1,000 miles across the Australian outback to return to his home? The cat was, the family was going on a long trip. They had the kitty stay with family on the other side of the country of Australia. And then the kitty got out. And the kitty walked somehow back to his home. That's pretty crazy, don't you think?
On the continent of Australia, you said?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So the answer was Howie. So this cat showed true love and a great navigational sense of smell and found his way back home. I bet he gave the riot act to his family. Why did you leave me with people so far away? All right. So, Kathy, who are our winners?
Well, the winner of the In Clover Wellness Treats, Flow, Sleek, Smile, and Spry, was Cheryl Boyer. So congratulations to Cheryl. She won the samples from our sponsor, In Clover. And Susan Mueller was the winner of one of Arden's books, Happy Cat, Happy You. So those are our two winners. Those were our two winners from last week.
All right. Congratulations, both of you. And guys, I really do want you to check out In Clover because they make cat and dog treats. This one, Spry, is for kitties to help them with their respiratory and their eyes, get bright eyes. Hairballs, that's one of my favorites for Casey and Rusty. Sleek and Smile, good dental health. Nobody wants a cat with doggy breath. And finally, talk about the bathroom. We got Flow for urinary tract health. But I can only attest to my cats liking them. I have not been brave enough to taste them. But the lady that created In Clover is a biochemist named Rebecca Rose. So we need to give her applause. She's really making things better for dogs and for cats. And Rusty's eyeing these bags. All right, trivia question today. As our guest, if you know the answer, do not say it because we're going to say it. Purrminator, no clues. No clues. Okay. So we know that many cats like catnip or even honeysuckle to get a kitty high. I'm not promoting kitty drugs, but a kitty high, a safe high. So which of the following is an herb that also causes some cats to drool with delight? One of these is like a catnip or a honeysuckle. So here you go. Is it A, Boston fern, B, hibiscus, C, impatiens, or D, valerian root? So your choice is A, Boston fern, B, hibiscus, C, impatiens, or D, valerian root. Now, I will tell you this, none of these will hurt a cat. So the three that didn't make it are actually cat-safe plants. So
Was
whoever
the
guesses,
Purrminator telling you the answer?
I know, she's cheating. She knows everything, the Purrminator. I hear you, I see you.
Looks it up.
All right. Looked it up on Kitty Google. Oh, I got it. So the winners, we're going to have two winners. One winner is going to get a packet of the In Clover. And because I just keep writing all the time, the second's going to get a copy of Fit Cat Tips and Tricks to give your pet a healthier, longer, happier life. So we've got two winners coming up. I have very strong typing fingers. So what do you guys think of that? It's pretty challenging. Do you guys have a clue, but don't say it?
So type your answer in the chat box on the Facebook Live, and I wait until about Sunday afternoon to pick the winner. So lots of time if you're not watching us live today, or once it's shared, once Elena and Kris share it, then people can watch it and they can comment also. So put your answers there.
All right. So we now are ready to properly speak with our three honored guests, or four. Sorry, Declan. Gotta get them all in there. You guys, Alana Greylock She created the Catastrophe web series, and we got some numbers here: 132,000 subscribers, and over 42 million hits on YouTube. I'm happy when I get 9. So,
I think it's at 137,000 subscribers. It's done pretty well, even though we've stopped doing shows on that particular channel. You can see part of our logo here on my chest.
and is that with Kris? Is Kris with you on this?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Kris,
Okay, I want to properly make sure it's a team. So Kris and Alana, I want to keep saying banana Alana have created this. But now you're going into catinthefridge.com, and it won the best blog from the Cat Writers Association a few years back. So let's talk about this. Thank you.
Yeah. So Cat Catastrophes was something I co-created. We had a director, Michael, and we did that show for a few years. I met Kris in acting school, I think 10 years ago now, and I thought he would be pretty funny for this thing. He was my acting partner for a couple things, and I said, I've got this cat video I want to do. Would you be interested? And we did it for the Fresh Step Cat Dance. And we got in, and I got to go to Park City and go to Sundance and everything, and that was super cool. And we didn't win. And so we did it again the next year, and we didn't win. And we did it again the next year. We were finalists all 3 times, and we finally won last year. Was that Kris?
I was going to say, in our defense, that first year, we lost to Grumpy Cat.
No, that was the other thing. That was the cat. That was the Cat Video Fest, Cat Vid Fest.
But I thought, well, hold on now. Was Grumpy Cat not in like when we were the finalists, like online? We were one of 5.
That was Cat Vid Fest, not Fresh Step. So we did 2. So our videos got into that, and then they got into, and we lost to Grumpy Cat by 300 votes, less than 300 votes, I was told.
Wow! Look at Purrminator. Hey. I got something I need to say. So, okay. You did send us a couple of videos. We're praying that YouTube won't get mad at us, and you gave us on a different format. So I want to first show one of the Purrminator's videos, whichever one you got up there, Kathy. It's just a couple minutes long, because I want you all to see the creativity of these dynamic duo with Purrminator.
Can I? Oh, you're gonna screen share. Can I explain something real quick?
Yeah, please.
So Cat Catastrophes was the show that we were doing before. The director decided he didn't really want to do it anymore, so we kind of decided we'll end that project. But the Purrminator originated over there. So Kris and I started Cat in the Fridge Films, which is affiliated with the blog that I started years ago. So that's why it kind of already has a little bit of an audience. And so Cat in the Fridge Films is new, and right now it's just me and Kris and nobody else.
Well, that makes a better pairing because you guys are committed. So can we take it away? Keep your paws crossed. Check this out, guys. No cats were harmed in the making of this clip.
None.
Can we hear it?
Oh, where's the sound?
Oh,
that's a good question.
It's chugging a little.
Yeah, it's chugging. Oh, you got zapped by the Purrminator.
So the Purrminator wanted to try a hug because the Purrminator wants to figure out human emotion. And I didn't think it was a good idea, but the Purrminator insisted.
That's a nice fall for an actor. Good job, actress.
Oh, thank you. And so the Purrminator really wanted to try it. And then later on here, you'll see that the Purrminator was home and tried to convince Kris that a hug would be a fantastic idea.
So Kris comes in the doorway.
Yeah.
Looking good. Just,
I love the smell offensive.
Simony. Zap. Now this is a great, look at that fall. Jeez.
Kris was committed to that one.
Yeah.
My tailbone was bruised for about 2.5 weeks on that one.
Oh yeah, that hurts. And there's the Purrminator.
He puts his heart into it. And so I filmed my half and Kris filmed his half because at the time he was in LA. And so we've been working, trying to figure out how to do this in separate places. So now just recently we're in the new place and we're writing some new scripts and hoping to be in the same room.
Right.
So have you ever did you like the Terminator movies? Have you guys been Schwarzenegger fans or what?
Oh, I did as a kid. I was way into it. I had the calendar on my wall, especially Terminator 2.
Yeah.
I was super into it. And so when they came out with, I think they were coming out with like a new Terminator when we did this. And so we wanted to see if we could like do something a little bit current. And so we came up with the Purrminator, and the Purrminator did a couple things on the old show and now came with us to this new show because, as you can tell, the Purrminator really likes his role.
He definitely is on stage. That's good. Tell us how you came to adopt him. He's a beautiful cat.
Oh, thank you. So I guess it's a little hard because the Purrminator is played by.
Oh no. Oh, okay. Sorry, we're gonna let the cat out of the bag. Go ahead. Who's the Purrminator played by?
The Purrminator is. I mean, I don't know if I should say it.
Well, if you don't want to, you don't have to.
I don't know. I mean, the Purrminator is so committed to his role.
You know, he's gonna have pup Arazzis and Meowowskis chasing him if you reveal his true identity.
It's true, but let's just say the Purrminator was adopted. I was fostering, and I fostered the Purrminator and the Purrminator's brother Louie.
Okay.
And Kris remembers this when they were real teeny tiny. And so they started doing some shows with us, and I thought Louie was going to be a super fantastic actor, and it turned out this one was the one with the natural talent. And so they came from Treehouse Humane Society when I was volunteering there, gosh, I think 7 years ago now.
Wow. And what are some of the training that you've done with Ms. P? Can I call her Ms. P? You know,
Ms. P is perfect, actually. Yeah. So we've done. I mean, I can get the cat out if you want. We'll just have to take off the leather jacket.
Yes.
Here, we'll unmask the Purrminator real quick. So the Purrminator.
Hey, what are you doing? I'm on TV, man. What are you doing?
Oh, it's Pinkle. Wow.
Oh,
now.
He's a beautiful cat. I love the little white bib.
I know, she's so pretty.
Her bib, sorry. Check.
Pinkle. And so some training that we've done with her.
I love the butt shot. Thank you. Okay.
She likes to show people her butt. She's really, I don't know, she's just a really smart cat. She's super smart. So we've done some clicker training. So she'll come for like, when we use the clicker and stuff. We've done high five training. Samantha Martin from Acrocats gave me a little kit. And so we got our little clicker. And we did the baton training. So
look at this. She's training you right now.
So she can sit on a target. She'll jump from target to target, different things like that. But I find that she just really likes to work with us. Like Kris, you remember like when we were shooting the Christmas episode and she was done. We took off her outfit and everything. She went away and then she just came back and spent the rest of the time just watching us shoot.
Wow.
So she's into it.
She's very agreeable. I'd say
nice.
that.
That's nice.
When you just which is a unique characteristic to find in a cat because normally they're very independent and they're not interested in doing things on command. So
I learned a long time ago, you never force a cat, you always negotiate.
We've changed several scripts for cats who just did not want to be doing what we were doing. Like we would just rewrite them real quick and then get what we could and then change it in the editing room. So we've always been really mindful of like, what do the cats want to do? What do we know they're going to do? And then we work that way. So we try never to make them do anything that they don't want.
Look at this bond, guys. What do you think? That cat is just like Phoebe with Teresa. I mean, Purrminator, she's digging you. Do you have like catnip hairspray on or something?
No, she's literally glued to me like almost all day. Normally when I'm walking around the house, she's just on my shoulder. So like if I'm cleaning the house, she'll just sit here and we'll do all our little chores together. And she sleeps with me. She pokes me. I raise the blankets. She gets in. We cuddle. Like we're together nonstop.
It's a really sweet cat. So tell us a little bit more about Cat in the Fridge. What's sort of the things that you guys are planning to do? And congratulations on third time getting a win at that festival. It's very competitive, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's been an interesting history of cat videos because like when we started out, we were like, oh, you know, who does cat videos? When that was naive. And there were cat videos all over the place. But it was cool because we got to kind of be part of like, almost now you would say like retro cat videos. I don't know,
Yeah.
Kris, what would you call it? Like we were backstage when Grumpy Cat was there. We've met her a few times. We got to meet little Bub. I got to babysit her twice for brief periods of time.
Wow.
We filmed with her. There's actually a Catastrophes episode with little Bub, where her dude Mike let us stay in his recording studio with her and film this whole crazy episode. And we like told him this weird thing, like, hey, listen, we're gonna pet your cat and she's gonna go back in time, and we're like band members from England. And he's like, yeah, totally, come on in.
That was the shoot where I learned how to get electrocuted by a cat. That's a fact.
Excuse me? How did you
Well,
get
I also get shocked and go flying backwards through the air. And that's
you don't like your tailbone, do you?
We had better padding on that set.
Well, I always say that real men love cats, Kris. So tell us about your love for cats and how they are as actors, because they do upstage us two-leggers, right?
They can, very much so. I mean, they don't have to do anything to win the hearts and minds of the audience. They just have to show up, and then they're that's most of the work's already done. I grew up with cats, and I've just been a pretty big fan my whole life, really. I was living without them for a while, just with college, and then moving to Chicago and stuff like that. But then my girlfriend and I got Declan and his brother Goon, who's unfortunately no longer with us, but we got them in the house and just kind of brought everything back to life. They're both kind of Maine Coon, like mixed with something else. They're like, I call them under the porch Maine Coons. So they
Kathy, what do you think of that description? You got an all breed judge right here, Kathy Black. Kathy, under the porch Maine Coon.
Well, Maine Coons are the only domestic long hair breed of North America. So if you have a long-haired cat, it probably has some Maine Coon in it, and then it's mixed with no telling what all else, right? So that's a good description.
Yeah, it's like a kitty cocktail. You don't know.
You don't know.
Right?
Yep, they don't.
Heinz 57 is what my mom would call
They don't confess. Nope.
But yeah, they've been great. I mean, they're the quite opposite of any cats that I'm used to. I mean, they're super, super cuddly, very affectionate. Like they're not the swiping at your ankles from underneath the couch. You know what I mean? Just great personalities and just super loving.
Don't you think it's them reading our energy? Because you guys look like you'd be pretty cool people to hang out with, whether you have 4 or 2 legs. So I'm looking at Purrminator, and she's like, I won the kitty lotto. I'm with Elena. And I'm sure Declan feels the same way about you, Kris. Don't you think your energy plays a role?
I don't know if I can give myself that much credit. I feel like it takes away from the awesomeness that is Declan. But I reciprocate. I give back to him what he gives to me. He inspires, All
right, he's a feline muse.
Correct. He set the tone, and then then he's the director of sorts moving forward. So yeah.
I'm sorry, look at Purrminator. And she's like, what? Am I upstaging somebody?
Always have to be touching me. That's
Has Declan met Purrminator?
No, they never have. Declan's I guess when they were kittens. So Declan is pretty relaxed. He gets a little agoraphobic outside of the house, but the rest of the time, this is more the energy that Declan quite literally brings to the table. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
To the table. You never needed a dining room table, did you, man?
He sleeps like a drunk old man. That's how that's the best analogy I can come up with for him.
So have either one of them been in any plays that you guys auditioned for? Do you ever say, by the way, I have a cat that could be in the show too?
No, mine are formerly feral, so they don't do as well with people. Like even though we got them young, they still like if somebody comes over, it'll take her about 45 minutes to come out, and her brother he won't come out all day. Like I took him out on a leash. I did everything with him to try to like really socialize them. They got to a certain age and they just didn't want to do it anymore. So it's not in personalities for mine.
That's all right.
kind of a similar thing. Like, well, when Alana and I first started, working together on this, on Cat Catastrophes, we used Declan and his brother Goon, but I mean, they were little guys at the time, and they were super into it, like real calm and real relaxed. And then as they got older, Goon started to get shy real quick, and then Declan was still laid back. I brought him on a shoot once, and that was the last time we do that. He played by the rules, but he didn't like it. I could tell, and I'm not going to put him through that again, But
it was obvious it wasn't his cup of tea. Yeah,
they were like the Coreys. They were childhood stars, and that star faded, and that's what happens sometimes. That's what Hollywood can do to a cat. So,
well, I'm sorry for the butt shot from Rusty, but he said I smell the treats, and that's what I get paid to be as a feline co-host. Do you think Rusty could be in one of your productions sometime? Look at his face.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure, if he's into it.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, our cat. So Louis, when I was saying that he used to leave the house every once in a while, I actually got him photographed with the Stanley Cup.
Oh, nice! I don't even think I saw that one.
Wow,
You didn't see that?
Who won it? Was it the Blackhawks?
It was the Blackhawks that year, and
ex-sports writer. Okay. Really?
Yeah, so I tried to put him in the cup, and they were like, "No."
Don't go in the cup. That's not gonna that smell's not gonna go away.
I could put him next to the cup, but not in the cup. The guy was very much like, "No."
Well, do you guys have any tips on making videos that you could share with people? Because the Purrminator, you got special effects, but can you share any creative tips for people that want to do some videos of their cats and get them on Instagram, TikTok, things like that? I'll start with you.
You want us to educate our competition?
Yes, exactly. No. No, just because I think people are getting more and more into feeling like they can do some videos. They're not so expensive, but is there like a tip or two without taking away your paycheck you can share?
Specifically about cat videos or about just video production in general?
Cat videos.
Cat videos. I mean,
you can do general. That's fine too, but it is Meowy Hour.
Yeah. Well, ours are scripted. There's a lot of people who do like the cat videos, like whatever, live videos and things. I'm taking some of them. I haven't actually used them on the channel yet. For tips, I would suggest that you really focus on sound. I think a lot of people just let that part of it go because they're like, oh, it looks great. But then you realize like you can't hear it. And once the sound goes bad, it totally takes people out of the whole thing. So really make sure like you can hear things clearly and your dialogue is clear and that you really do something with it in post. Like I personally would recommend if you want to make videos, like spend some time learning how to edit, because that's I think where a lot of it happens. Because even if you kind of screw things up here, you can fix things there. And I think that's a really important skill to have.
Nice. How about you, Kris? Spill the beans.
I would say, well, I mean, I have to attribute all our writing to Alana. She's brilliant at it and has been like the real backbone of our success that we've had. But therein lies kind of part of the secret, I guess. Like there's a saying in film, shoot to edit, and that means do yourself the favor and like do some of the work, like do it right. Like what you're going to end up with, but you can only edit so much, right? So in the same vein, I would say write to shoot. If you're gonna like try to put something together, like if you're gonna use your animal, know what they're comfortable with, know what they're capable of doing. Don't get too crazy. Like base it off of what they're able to do, so that you're not, stressing them out or yourself in turn. So yeah, if you're gonna write something or if you're gonna do something like that, I would say write based off their strengths and write to shoot would be my tip.
We had the Zabiskie cats. Have you seen the Zabiskie cats? They perform on stage.
They're like the amazing acro cats. Yeah.
Yeah, they go all over the place performing. And it was interesting in interviewing her. She said that the cats taught them what their tricks were. They didn't necessarily teach the cats the tricks. The cats taught them which tricks they could do. So that was kind of interesting how, so you're right. You can't force your animal to do something it's not comfortable doing. It's not going to work that way. So you need to stay within the confines of what the cats will do for you and work around that.
Yeah, they'll tell you. Like, I tried to teach Louie how to ride a dump truck because I saw a cat riding a dump truck. I was like, I'm gonna have a cat that rides a dump truck. He did not like it. She was watching the whole time. She got in the dump truck, and now I can drive her around the entire house constantly in a dump truck, and she absolutely loves it. I can bang her into walls. I can reverse her, all kinds of stuff. She's into it. So, yeah.
So you make a good point. We think cat A is going to do it, but cat B watches and does it.
Yes. So get more cats is really what I'm saying.
So, I mean, I know you're both actors. So how has COVID impact you? Are things getting better? You getting some gig opportunities?
I mean, I haven't done any acting in a little bit, to be honest. Really outside of this, I mean, Kris and I were doing a lot more. He was doing more out in LA. I've kind of backed off from it for a little bit for the last couple of years.
Kris?
Yeah, it was, I mean, I'm not saying anything that anybody doesn't already know. It was devastating. It completely, you know, there were some industries that were able to kind of limp along, you know, and figure out, you know, get creative and try to, you know, create new revenue streams or whatever. But commercial film, I mean, everything was just completely dead in the water. It's coming back now. Unfortunately, for some people, they can't afford to do it because COVID protocols on set are very stringent and very expensive.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've found most of my success in commercial work. And so at the beginning of the year, I actually kind of, I mean, I hate to say it, you know, no one ever wants to say that they benefited from this horrible, horrible scenario, but
right.
A lot of people, like, I had done some jobs a year ago, you know, just before everything started. And, you know, you have the people, companies that want to advertise again, but they can't, like, it's a very expensive thing to shoot a commercial. And to add that on top of it, a lot of people were just like, well, let's just renew that contract and we'll shoot something next year. So I was able to get some what they call mailbox money. You know, I did a day's work a year ago, and then they just kind of renewed the contract. So
nice.
That was great for me, but bad for a lot of other people.
All right. If you had to name your favorite cat movie, cat show, cat character, we'll start with you, Alana. What would you say? Who would be your favorite?
I don't know if I have a favorite cat character. If I had to pick a cat movie, one that always makes me giggle, it's those two cats that are playing patty cake in French. I don't know if you've seen that one, but it gets me every time.
How about you, Kris?
I mean, I was raised off Garfield, but in the real world, I don't know. I remember Homeward Bound being a movie that I loved growing up. You know,
was that with the Siamese, or was that a Siamese with that?
I think it was a Himalayan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the real long-haired.
Yeah.
And she was real sassy. You know what I mean? She just gave those two dogs the business all the time.
And now I want to change my answer because if I'm thinking about it, my favorite cat is the one from Get Fuzzy.
Oh, okay.
Bucky Cat from Get Fuzzy. He's my favorite.
Okay, Rusty, do you have a favorite? No, I want the treat jar. Can't you see? I want the treat jar.
Does anyone want to ask the Purrminator a question?
Yes, Purrminator. All right. Purrminator, what is your favorite cat treat?
This information is classified and not for your ears.
Okay.
Wow. Serious.
Purrminator, who is your favorite dog celebrity?
Dogs are not celebrities. I am the only celebrity here. This is Meowy Hour, not Time to Rough.
What is something that Elena does that you wish she could improve upon?
COVID has brought on unwanted pounds. I wish she knew how to be a better seamstress to let out my leather jacket.
Oh, I thought you meant I had extra pounds.
What would you say if you ever got to meet Arnold Schwarzenegger in person?
So cool.
I would be slightly intimidated, I believe. I don't know if meowsers, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I think you should tell him to give you his clothes, boots, and motorcycle.
I need
All
the
right,
clothes,
what
boots, the
if
motorcycle.
if cats could have a superpower that you could give all cats, what would it be?
The same laser vision that I enjoy on a daily basis.
That's a good one.
Is there anything else you'd like to add, Ms. Purrminator?
It is important that people know my true gender. I am a Shakespearean trained actor. It does not matter who you are, it matters what you can do.
So to purr or not to purr, is that the question?
That is the perfect way to say that, yes.
Kris,
Well,
what are you doing down there? Kris is like on the floor.
I am honored to have you on Meowy Hour, Ms. Purrminator.
It has been my pleasure. I'll be back.
Okay.
Purrminator gives a high five to everybody.
That's right.
That was great. That was great. Hey guys, moving on. Stay here, guys. We're gonna have now Kathy and Teresa talk about the Colorpoint short hair. I'm gonna briefly go off screen so I can get my stuff ready for our kitty cocktail, the Saintly Siamese Sweet Treat. So at this time, please take it away, Kathy and Teresa.
Okay, so we're going to talk about a breed called the Colorpoint short hair. Now, the Colorpoint short hair is the exact same looking cat as the Siamese. In fact, the Siamese was the original breed that was used to create this cat. They wanted to introduce the red gene into the Siamese gene pool. And so they did that, and the reds and the creams were accepted in this breed in 1964, and in 1969, they accepted the lynx and the tortie points. So by lynx points, what we're talking about is those cats that, like we talked about last week with the agouti gene, those cats that have the agouti gene, and it's a tabby, so it's a fancy name for tabby. Think about the lynx cats, you know how they have the special markings. So the cats that have the red, cream, blue, lilac, chocolate, you know, those that have the tabby gene with that are the lynx colors. So they come in 16 colors. The body, the head type are identical to the Siamese. The cats come in both the solid, which is the red and cream, and the lynx or the tabby patterns, and then a tortoiseshell, like this cat here is a tortoiseshell. The standard has 30 points for the head, which includes 10 points for the eyes, 30 points for the body, 30 points for the coat, color, and 10 points on coat. So it's a very even, balanced breed standard. So I have some pictures here. So we're looking for that same equilateral wedge head, those nice large ears that fit into the lines of the wedge of the head. The eyes have those lovely, what we call the Siamese almond shape, where it slants up a little bit toward the ears. They have a straight profile, those long, elegant necks and legs, long tubular body, long whippy tail. So the same standard as our Siamese. We're just going to add in some different colors and the tabby point. So the tabby gene is there. Here's another tortie, party color girl. Here's another, I think this is a blue lynx. Here's some more. So you can see they all have the beautiful blue eyes. They all have the beautiful Siamese head and ears. I'm sorry, someone's mowing, so the dog is not happy. Nice long legs, long body. So it's just the same look as the Siamese. Hey, it's the same look as the Siamese. It just has a different color points, and also has the tabby point to this. Let me go on mute. Teresa, you want to add anything?
Yeah, the only other thing I might add
I think
is that
Dustin heard about what Purrminator said about dogs. That's all.
The red and the cream are also in other registrations, especially in Europe, are also referred to as Siamese, and that's where CFA differs. They were recognizing the Siamese in only 4 colors. But it's a really wonderful cat. Again, a affectionate, loving, and you've got to love those the Torty Point and the Lynx Point faces. I think they're adorable.
And one thing about all of the Siamese style of cats is that they do not like to be alone. So they either have to have a human that they're with all the time or another cat. I call them a cat. They're a cat that really prefers to snuggle and sleep and groom and be around another cat. They'll be affectionate to you and your family members, but they also really enjoy the company of another cat, where other breeds are a little more solitary and loners and could care less if there's another cat in the house as long as there's a human to love. But the Colorpoints and the Siamese and the Oriental short hairs and the whole family, what I call the Slinkies, really enjoy being around another cat.
Right. It's not unusual to find them in a breeder's house in a pile together, and they refer to that as the Siamese pile. They just a great breed.
Yes. And they'll be talkative too. So don't look for a quiet breed if you're looking for a Colorpoint short hair or a Siamese, because those cats do enjoy using their vocal cords.
All right. Well, Casey is very enthralled by that. And he's also saying, Elena, thank you for sharing that picture of us. Really, really means a lot. And who's that? Is that Logan?
That's Louie. He plays a regular on Jones, but he's shy. That's their sister and brother from separate litters, but same colony.
Look at the kitty kisses. Nice. Casey said, I don't really kiss Rusty.
Teresa and I both have a house full of blue cats also. So we like those blue cats.
Yeah.
We call that color blue instead of gray.
I like it. All right.
I refer to them as the grays, like they're aliens.
That's good. Well, he's a ginger boy or a red and white tabby. I've learned that. He's not an orange tabby. He's a red tabby. Right, Casey?
Yeah. I have a ginger doggy.
Oh, what's your dog? Your dog's been sitting here the whole time.
The whole time.
Who's this? Who's a sweetie?
That's Dixie. She's about 16.
Wow.
Now. She's getting up there, so I try not to manhandle her too much, but she's been my sidekick for a long time.
Yeah.
16 years. Way to go. Beautiful, beautiful.
One of the best things I ever found.
There you go. And who is this?
I've got a little Siamese guy.
Talking about a lynx. There's a lynx.
There's a lynx point.
This is Mayo. He was
Hold it, Mayo.
We found him on Cinco de Mayo, so we call him Mayo because at the time he was just all white. And yeah, we found him on the streets of Los Angeles, Hollywood to be exact, in a four-way stop. And my girlfriend pulled the car over, blocked traffic, and ran around trying to catch this little six-week-old kitten. So
that's
we
sweet.
got him.
Remember when you told me you weren't keeping him?
That's what I said. And then our dog fell in love with him, and I was outvoted in the house.
Who's your dog?
I'm a Democratic guy.
Show your doggy.
This is Bandit. Bandit is an old man. Bandit turned 16 in December.
Oh my goodness. Is it Italian Greyhound?
Italian Greyhound mixed with Terrier is our best guess, but he came out of a trailer in Missouri. So he's a Missouri trailer hound.
This all sound like the starts of country music songs.
Right. But yeah, he's a good guy, aren't you, buddy?
Well, thank you for see, we are equal opportunity. You got 4 legs, you bark, you purr, you're on Meowy Hour, right, guys?
Yep.
We love
believe in diversity. Hey guys, at this time I want Kathy Black to talk about the CCW, if you would.
Sure. So CFA registers the pedigreed cats, but we also register the non-pedigreed cats. We have a program called Companion Cat World, and it's our way of recognizing these cats that aren't pedigreed cats. It's a one-time fee of $13. Your cat becomes part of our registry. You get a unique registration number. When you upload a picture, your cat picture goes up in our gallery, and you also get your cat's own membership card. Here's my cat Lola's membership card with her picture. on it.
I
if get
can't
my
find Casey
fingers-
and Rusty's, but they're card-carrying members of the CCW.
Yes,
It's
So-
to reach out to household cats, all cats, you know?
yes, it's for all cats. So check it out on
The other
CFA.
95%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 95% that are not purebred. That's
That's
why I
right.
like CFA. They're recognizing and working with shelters and groups to help improve the lives of all cats, right, guys?
Hey, yeah, 10% of your $13 goes to a local shelter. So check it
Oh,
out on
nice.
cfa.org/CCW.
All right. Yeah, I did go to a cat show, guys, and the household cat division is getting kind of competitive.
It
Kind
has been.
of. Kind of. What you talking about?
We have national winners. We have regional winners. You can get titles. Those cats compete for the same kind of titles as the pedigree cats. So
I like that. I
Lot of
like that
fun.
very much. Let's promote all cats. Hey, guys, speaking of helping cats, many of you know that I wear many collars in the pet world, but one that I'm the most passionate about is teaching you pet first aid, veterinary approved, and we offer different classes. And one of the most popular classes, believe it or not, is a 3-hour cat first aid CPR class. Check out who my assistants are. Do they look pretty ready to go? What's your, Alana, when you see this, what's the expression Casey's given when you see that? What do you think?
Hey girl, let me help you.
And Kris, look at the little guy, Rusty. What's his expression saying?
Ooh, I think this guy's looking to do some mouth to mouth. That's what I'm thinking.
All right, guys, we do have openings for our class in June. It's June 29th for the cat folks. And since we've seen dogs here, I do a dog and a cat class, 4.5 hours, and that's going to be June 27th. Just go to Pet First Aid for You and be able to learn more about it. We're wrapping this class up, this show up, and as you know, I am a licensed bartender, as is Kris. Kris, what's your favorite drink to make?
I keep it simple. So what I poured for myself today was a tequila, a reposado.
Ooh.
In the
Yes,
world of
very
tequila,
nice.
you got blancos, reposados, and añejos. Blancos are for shooting or mixing like margaritas. A reposado, especially an añejo, are meant to be sipped like a scotch would be.
All right, I like it. We're gonna do some drinking sometime, man, when I get back to Chicago. All right,
It is.
the drink I'm making is actually a salute. It's called the Saintly Siamese Sweet Treat. It's Celebrate Your Cat's Gotcha Day with a smooth dessert shot. And I want to give a big thank you to Teresa Keiger. She does the design and the graphics for each of my kitty cocktails. Doesn't that look yummy, guys? All right,
looks
it's
good.
kind of a weird concoction, but I'm trying to do this a little better. I've got a little platform here. I got my little ice in my cocktail shaker. And the first ingredient we're going to do is 1 ounce of apple cider. Now remember, these are shots. So I'm going to make a double batch. So I'm going to put 1 ounce in here. 1, 2, and then it's a 1/2 ounce of Frangelica. I feel like I have to be very pious when I pour. So a 1/2 shot is a 2 count. I'm making a double, so I'll make it a 4 count. 1, 2, 3. I'm just doing that. There we go. All right. Then you need to mix this fun thing. Shake it, shake it, shake it really good. I've got 2 shot glasses here. What you need to do then is to pour them into the glasses. Put one here. I guess I'm drinking with me and myself. And I put another one here. And you can take some heavy cream and take it to the back end of a bartender spoon and just put it on top slowly. And it's going to rise up.
And hope the cats don't come help you.
Well, they're going to help me. I feel the fear. They smell the cream. But I want you guys to check this out. Look where it landed. Then to make it pretty and to have a little bit of I put a little dash of cinnamon. What do you think of this drink? Crazy, right?
You got yourself a nice Christmas drink right there. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm thinking this is going to come out during the holidays.
Yeah.
All right. So at this time, guys, I want us all to raise a glass. We need to toast all cats, purebred and mutt cats, because they make us better humans. Cheers, kitties.
Cheers.
Rusty is right above me looking at me. Uh-oh. At this time, I want to thank the Cat Fancier Association. I want to thank our sponsor, In Clover, the makers of cat and dog cat supplements. I want to thank our special guest, Alana, because I want to say banana. Alana Greylock. I'm glad I'm not on, a TV show right now. Alana Greylock and Kris Flanagan, plus Purrminator and Declan and all the kitties and all the doggies. Let's give a shout out to my co-pilots, Kathy Black and Teresa Keiger. And of course, my feline co-host, Casey and Rusty. Our guest next week is going to be Jessica Abernathy. She's the president of the National Association of Professional Pet Sitters, and she owns Chicagoland Cats pet sitting business. She's a great gal. She's going to be our special guest. So until next time, same cat channel, same cat time. We'll see you all on Meowy Hour. Thanks, everybody. Be good to your
Thank you so
kitties.
much.
Don't forget to check out our YouTube.
Check out our YouTube. Yes.